Good afternoon. How are you all doing? So I thought I'd come online today just to talk a bit about a question I asked the other day. And I had many replies, and so many of you actually mentioned how fatigued you are. So I want to actually pause on that, because fatigue isn't something that gets enough understanding. People don't seem to understand it. So now let's be clear about this. Fatigue isn't the same as being tired. And many people don't understand that, who haven't got chronic health conditions. We all know that, we all know what tiredness feels like if we've had a hard day at work, or, we've just had a really busy day or a busy night. We feel tired. But fatigue is actually different. It's different to that. It's a deep whole body exhaustion. It's the kind of heaviness that makes even the smallest tasks throughout the day really difficult. Things like brushing our hair, cooking a meal, or just answering a message can feel really like we are trying to climb a mountain. It can be so difficult. And the hardest part of it all is often even after we're resting, or even after we've had a good night's sleep. I'm saying good night, but don't actually mean good, because, if you know, you know. The fatigue is still there. So we've taken that break, we've slept, we've rested, but the fatigue is still there. And it's really difficult. It is really difficult. And as someone who lives with long-term health conditions and who has studied various areas into depth, I can tell you that fatigue it's complex. There is so much about fatigue. It can affect our bodies. It can affect our brains. Like things like brain fog can be due to fatigue. Your emotions, feeling really teary and upset and not right, again, can be down to fatigue. And the worst thing is it can all happen at once as well, that we feel really emotional and want to just cry all day, and our body is hurting and we just can't think straight. It all can happen at the same time. Now, when you're trying to push through, it usually makes things worse, and it can lead to flare-ups. It can lead to crashes. And I've been there, and many of you have been there too, or you are there right now, because you think, no, I've got to do this. I've got to do this. But it's about learning how to live with your energy instead of constantly fighting against it, because that's what we do. We fight against it. We think, no, if I don't do this, I'm not good enough. I should be doing better. Who knows those thoughts? Let me know in the comments if you do actually know how that feels. It's not a very nice place to be. And if you don't know how this feels, then, it's difficult. It's difficult. If you've got a loved one who's fatigued, they're having a very, very tough time. So what can actually help with this? Number one, pacing. So that's learning to break activities down into small manageable chunks. So just little baby steps, and I mean baby steps at a time. Just small steps. And then give yourself that permission to stop before you hit a brick wall. Stop. Take a pause, have that cup of tea. I'm having a cup of tea right now. I've been dwiddling away with my PC, trying to work, and I thought, well, no, let's do a live. Let's talk about it over a cup of tea. Another one is nutrition. That's also really, really important. So it's really important to choose foods that reduce inflammation in your bodies, because obviously you are in pain, and nutrition can really help. We talk about that we talk about this in October in our membership. But also good food can give you steady energy. It is really important to have that steady energy. So just, throughout the day, rather than like eating cookies and crisps and whatever, and then you eat a cookie, you get that spike, don't you? Like your body's going, yep, I'm awake, and then suddenly it crashes. It just crashes because it just can't cope. It's tired, it's fatigued. So nutrition, really, really important. But also what's really important is, and I love this word, self-compassion. It is so important. We have to be compassionate with ourselves, and we have to let go of that guilt when we do actually need to rest, when our body is saying, hey, but even better, before our body is saying, hey, I can't do more. Try and find a space where you can see where those triggers are, what those triggers are, and when you are starting to feel a little bit fatigued. Because resting is not a weakness. It really isn't. It's a strategy. For people like us, it's a strategy. It's a way of us managing how we are feeling. So now these are only the foundations. They're just the foundations for you. I really don't believe in quick fixes, because fatigue is not something you can cure overnight. I really, really don't believe in that. If you want it to be sustainable, you have to work on it. It's not an overnight cure. But with the right strategies, as well as with the right support, and also consistency, so keep going with it, continuously, you can actually learn to manage it in a way that makes you feel more balanced. It's more sustainable. Now, this is exactly actually the reason why I've created Thrivewell Collective. So inside we go beyond the basics. We don't just talk about what we can implement, but how we can implement it. There's posts going in there every day around various things around chronic health conditions. And we break things down into clear steps. So clear step-by-step lessons. I've got lessons on my portal for my members as well. And we don't need overwhelming information dumps. That's not what we need to do. Like I said, baby steps, 1 lesson a week, perfect. Now, we also cover practical ways to support your energy through things like nutrition. Like I said, that's happening in October. Mindset shifts on learning how to live with this and, be okay. And those mindset shifts can help you cope on tough days. It's really important. And community spaces where you can share your wins. So we've got WhatsApp, we've got Facebook, we've got our community portal. It's a website. And we do challenges as well without judgment. It's really, really important. It's the judgment, isn't it? So my recommendations for new members is always the same. Just start with 1 lesson a week. Just 1 lesson a week, and it's not a long lesson, but it gives you worksheets that you can use, and so 1 lesson a week, that's it. It keeps things really simple. It prevents overwhelm, and it allows those small changes to actually stick. You can work on that in your own time, even if it takes you 2 or 3 weeks, to do a lesson. There is no pressure at all. So if fatigue is something you are actually struggling with, I want you to know 2 things. First, and really important, really, really important, you're not actually alone. You're not alone. Many of us are walking this journey together. And I mean, there is so many of us. It's incredible, really. And second, you don't have to figure it all out by yourself. You don't have to do it alone. And you don't have to figure it out. We're here for each other. So support strategies and community are actually waiting for you. We've got it right here. And I would actually really love to guide you through things inside Thrivewell Collective. I would absolutely love to help you, because that is my mission, to help as many as I can at a low cost price. It is very, very low. You go anywhere else for this and the price will be higher. And remember, progress isn't measured by how much you can push yourself. It really isn't. You don't have to push yourself. It is measured by how well you care for yourself, how much you look after yourself. And every small step you're actually taking is worth celebrating. Every single step. You should celebrate it. Because you're unique. You're enough. And an amazing, incredible human being. Thank you for listening. Bye.